246, Information Technology Tools and Applications, Web 2.0. It's developed as a resource for a library that has a large Cambodian community. It's called KhmerAlive, which is basically the language of people from Cambodia. It includes a lot of resources. Each page has different things on them. The Snow Mean page, and it explains a lot of resources. You can also, if you scroll down, there's a little video here which highlights a project currently going on at the information desk called Light of Cambodia.
Hi, welcome to KhmerAlive. We have some exciting news of a project we're launching called Light of Cambodia. It's a photo exhibit of Cambodia and the Khmer experience. This will be around January 23rd. We'll start the exhibit. And what we're really looking for are photos and images from members of the local community. So if you're interested, come by the reference desk, fill out an application, and submit your photos. We'd love to see your photos throughout the library. Thanks. Have a great day.
Also, you'll see over here on the left, there's an RSS feed of various newsworthy headings, which are pulled from different newspapers, which would be things maybe the Cambodian community might be interested in. There's a little page about this website, things about how to keep informed on this. There's also talks about a little community history project in which members of the community can relate to their own memories of growing up in the United States, being a member of the Cambodian community. There's what's called a write board. Basically, any member of the community can go in, log in, and write up their own experiences. The password's right here. They just click on write board, and it takes them to this. And they enter that password, and they're free to enter whatever they want about their experiences. There's also podcasts. The podcasts basically are two things. One of them is for what's called Info Khmer News, which are just news of what's going on in the community. The library would broadcast once a week. There's also a kind of a literary program that they had launched called Literary Voices, in which poets and writers from the Cambodian community would come in and they would read some of their work, and then they would broadcast it as a podcast off the site. There's a couple pages. One's about multimedia sites, using them, how to stay connected, including something called Cambodia Blogger, which is a really big site for bloggers from the Cambodian community. And it also goes on to another page about using social networking sites. There's a page called Library Tools, which basically it's using the library thing, and what it's pulling is RSS feed, basically showing current books that have been placed on the shelf at their local library that might be of interest to this community. Blogging over here is just takes you to a library blog, which is focused much more on the interest of the library as well as that of the Khmer community. And there's also a little tool over here where they can actually, type in their information or request or things that they want to say to a reference librarian who can then get right back to them. There's before I hit resources, which is just a link of resources, there's also what's called Info Khmer Wiki. Basically, this is a community portal in which members of the community can keep in touch with one another. They can form their own groups. It's pretty simple. They just log in, create a group, and they can hold their own conversations and message boards with one another. If you go back here, there's also the last thing on this site that I created was basically a list of resources which would be useful to the Khmer community, and there are RSS feeds that the more tech savvy, I guess, especially the younger generation, but as well as some of the older generation can then use these to keep in touch with what's going on in their community. And that's about it of this resource that I created.